to the cloud. All right. So yes, what AWS is. AWS is a regional service. It's not a global service. AWS is regional. What does that mean? That means AWS have data center. This data center you see here, they have data center in different geolocation. They have data centers in different geolocation. AWS have data centers in different geolocation. For example, if we go back to my account, you will see Ohio was the default region. Ohio means, where's Ohio? Where's it located? Midwest of America, right? Is Ohio an actual state, like a real place? It's not a fiction, it's not Wakanda. So it's real, right? Okay. AWS regions are not Wakanda regions. They are real places where people live. So AWS, this is showing that AWS have data centers they refer to as cloud in Ohio, which in the AWS world is referred to as US East 2. In the AWS world, Northern Virginia, our neighbor here in Maryland, which is about 30 minutes for some of us, 45 minutes depends, is US East 1. AWS have several data centers there. I think we have slides for this. We can share later. Northern California, which is still California, AWS call it US West 1. Oregon is US West 2. Africa, Cape Town, South Africa, as AF Sat 1. That's the only data center that they have in Africa. Then in Hong Kong, Asia Pacific, AWS have AP. AP stands for Asia Pacific East 1. Asia Pacific Mumbai, AP Sat 1, which is Asia Pacific, right? AP, then Asia Pacific Osaka, AP Northeast 3. Asia Pacific Seoul, AP Northeast 2. Asia Pacific Singapore, AP Northeast 1. Asia Pacific Sydney, AP Southeast 2. Asia Pacific Tokyo, AP Northeast 1. Canada Central, Canada has 1. Canada, our neighbor, also has 1. Canada Central 1. Then we have Europe, Frankfurt, EU Central 1. We have Europe, Ireland, EU West 1. And we have Europe, London, EU West 2. We have Europe, Milan, which is in Italy, EU South 1. We have Europe, Paris, which is in France, EU West 3. We have Europe, Stockholm, which is EU North 1. And Middle East, Bahrain, which is ME, which stands for Middle East, South 1. Not 1, sorry, South 1. And then we have South America, Brazil, Sao Paulo, Brazil, which is SA, which is South America, East 1. So all this region, you're not required to know them off the top of your head. Just know that they exist. Why should you know? So in case you want to build an application and you want to build an Indian restaurant delivery app, where will you host that website? You go to AWS Asia Pacific AP South 1. That's where you will host it, because that's a physical data center in India. So that means the connection will be faster to those who are local in India and around India. If you host it here in America, there's possibility of latency, cloud language, latency, the ability to have a partial connection sometimes, drop-in connection, not fully connected, not experience the full, not having that full connecting or connection experience with your application. So that's what latency is in this context. So we talked yesterday. That's just for the regions, right? That's for the regions. Yesterday, 2 days ago, we talked about the AWS private cloud and public cloud, and we'll talk about the VPC. So if you scroll down with me to networking and content delivery, click on VPC. networking and content delivery under services. Now we're about to get hands-on. Networking and content delivery. Networking and content delivery. Under that, you have VPC. Jen, log in as the only reason we logged in as root account, when you come to AWS, you come in as an owner, you come in as a root user. From there, you create like with this explain, child user, you'll be the mother user, then create child user, so and protect your root account. But the reason why you shouldn't use your root account, just in case your user get compromised, you can delete it, and you can delete it and you won't get affected, once you delete it. For example, most people don't even know how to apply security to their own computer. I bet you some of you log in straight up to your admin in your laptop. I can bet you that right now. 90% of you log in straight to your admin. The best practice in securing your own self, that's what we're doing right now. So if you understand that, you understand IAM. By the way, when you buy a new Windows computer, you don't just log in straight up with the first Windows environment that shows up. You go there, can you see my screen? Add user. Add or remove program. I don't know if this will allow me because I'm on another, I'm kind of in a user environment. Okay, let me use the add user. You go to settings. You go to settings, account, family, and click on other users. There you will start giving permission. So IAM starts with you, not with AWS. IAM starts with you. This is what it looks like. You go to your settings, account, family, add user. Then you say, add someone else to this PC. So like for some of you who are students, you say coursework on one of the user. You create a user and say coursework. So under that environment is where you do everything that relates to your schoolwork. Then you create another user and say family for the kids. So under that environment is where the kids watch cartoon and teletoon and all those kind of stuff. And then you create another user and say for family time. Under that user, so if that user gets compromised, when you create those users, they will ask you what permission do you want to give them. Do you want to make them local user or administrators? So the best thing is to make them local users. If you ever want to install any software in those environments, it will prompt you to enter the administrator's password. That there is IAM. People of God, we're close to 9. People are carrying their bags, but still 1 hour more than time. Before they now say, so I mean, if you have a direct admin, you can show it later. You can show your account later. We have to stop here now. Tomorrow we'll continue. We'll continue tomorrow. Just know that we're working on VPC right now. So tomorrow, let me give you the breakdown. So I'm going to say, let me bring you the breakdown. We're now back to following our curriculum this week. Okay. The reason why we're going into deep concept, please be patient. I told you there are different categories of people here. There are some people, this is the first time they're hearing the word cloud. We want to carry everyone along. So we're trying to deep dive into concept so that when people grab the concept, even if you don't want to continue with the classicians class, you can build on it. By yourself, you can build on it. As long as you have the concept, you're good to go. That's what we're doing. So tomorrow we're working on VPC, VPC creation, VPC limit increase, VPC naming. Oh, before we go, one last cloud language you should write down. It's very important. We're using it all through. Naming convention. Very important. Naming convention, naming convention. VPC, DNS, VPC, subnets, VPC, then tomorrow we're getting into S3. EC2. So tomorrow, please ensure to tomorrow is going to be straight 5 hours of teaching. So ensure to come early. Today, some of you will come in around 7:30, 7 o'clock. Ensure to come early. We won't go back if you miss it. And you know you have a weakness where you don't like to watch videos. Once you miss a class, help yourself by coming on time. All right, come on time tomorrow. And remember to log on to class. This Zoom, 8 a.m. on the dot tomorrow. Dr. Mary Perry will be talking to us about women's health. And men, I think you should be in that because I've been privileged to get some preview. That stuff will be dope. Some of you, that stuff will rekindle your love for your wife. That lady is the case. Has it gone that far? Who is? But I saw you.
I can't lie.
You can't lie. All right.
Wait, can you answer? No, I did it. I did it subconsciously. So she is or not to what they say.
I know why she is. I know why he is. That's why you should attend tomorrow, sir. So it cannot be easy. Elizabeth, you're using the same laptop as me. Elizabeth, you went to buy the same laptop because of me. Really? All right, good night, guys. Good night.